What's that? Oh, no, I probably can't show that on camera. Hi guys, and a massive welcome back to the channel. So behind me here is our MK2 Golf GTI that we picked up for only 500 quid. Yeah, you heard that right. This is a £500 MK2 Golf GTI. It did need some work. We got it running, got it driving, and in the last episode, wet sanded the whole paint, jet washed it, wet sanded it, buffed it up. It took a very long time, but it is actually looking pretty good now. I think the consensus from everybody is put this thing back to stock as possible. We're going to remove all the stickers, get rid of everything, just try and make it a nice original GTI. I think it's not going to take a great deal of work to do that. But in this episode, we're focusing on getting this thing back on the road. It's been off the road a while. It needs new brakes all round. It needs suspension looking at because it's making some horrible noises from certain corners. It needs some CV joints doing. It needs all of it, obviously all these tints removed. I want to put these back to standard if I can. The headlining needs to be put back up. I think we should get around to that in the end of this video, but my main focus is just trying to get this back on the road in this episode. It may take a little bit of time because we've got to try and get it through an MOT and everything. There might be some unforeseen things, but first thing I want to start on is the brakes, get them all replaced, and whilst I'm in there, sort out the CV joints and maybe look at the suspension whilst we're in there. And then if we got time, we will get to the interior. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start with the front brakes. Just got to get this thing up in the air, whip these wheels off. I'm actually going to 3D print some center caps for these because I can't find them. So that'll be an interesting thing for me. I don't do much 3D printing, so yeah, let's give that a go. But yeah, I've got new discs, new pads, and a new CV joint to go on this side. So let's just get the whole lot off and see if we can replace it all. Okay, so I've ordered 2 new calipers for the Golf because these are completely seized. It should push that down and it should spring back, but it doesn't. I would normally rebuild these, to be honest, for the price of 2 new calipers. They're very cheap. We'll see if they're any good. I have got a rebuild kit. If the new calipers are rubbish, we will rebuild them. But these carriers are going to stand out like a sore thumb. Now we've got our new bearings and new brakes on the back. As you tell, this is a few days later because it's already started to go rusty. Yeah, we've got the new bearings, new brakes. Let's get this thing outside and start cleaning up the interior. Alright, so I'm just going to pull the Golf out. I went to start it, the battery was dead, so we've got a new battery on there. But it isn't charging. I think the alternator's died. I'm not sure if it was ever actually working. I never tested it. Or I broke it after I jet washed it. I have had the brushes and stuff out and tested everything. I can't seem to get it to work. So I bought another one. I know I do like to normally fix things rather than replace them, but they're pretty cheap for these cars. I think it was like 60, 70 quid or something, ridiculously cheap for an alternator. Probably will work for about 5 seconds and then stop working. But yeah, let's get this one out, put a new one in, then we can fire this up and actually drive it outside. Whilst we're doing the cleaning, I think we're going to take all of these stickers off. Every last sticker that's on it. Try and raise the suspension up a little bit as well. And we should be good for an MOT. Okay, so now I've got the new alternator on and it's charging nicely. We can get this outside, sort all the bits out, take all of the stickers off, sort this arch out. I've got a new one right here. It's not new, second hand. And sort out this horrendous interior. To get it a good clean up. The headlining's sagging quite a bit, but I've managed to stick it back up with a bit of glue. Let's clean all of this interior and everything because we're almost ready for an MOT. I know I haven't got a horn because there's no horn on that steering wheel and it's only held in with 2 screws. It's probably not going to like that. See if we can do something about that too. But yeah, let's get it outside. This interior is pretty gross. It's ironic that it said panty dropper on the side because there's actually quite a few pairs of pants I found in this car. Yeah, it's just full of rubbish really everywhere. Let's get all the rubbish out. I don't know what that is on the back seat. I think that's maybe a clutch cable or something. Get all the rubbish out. I should really remove the carpet to clean it properly, but I just really want to get this on the road for now, so I'm just going to clean it up as it is. I've been looking for that everywhere. There's the top of the hazard switch. Spicy tomato dip. What's the date on it? Well, 2019. It's not that long ago. About 5 years ago, I think this thing was on the road. I don't know what that is. What else we got? There's one of that. Been looking for that. Goes there. Another one there. I think that maybe goes where the radio is. Anything in here? Oh. Ooh. Oh, what is that? That's disgusting. I just put my hand in something absolutely grim. Alright, I've got to clean my hand. What is that? What is this black? Well, it looks like oil. But it's sticky. What is this, anyway? Put it, empty box here. Let's just put everything we find in this empty box. Is that what that is? Oh, that's so gross. That is. Anything useful in there? I don't think so. Was that the cigarette lighter? Damn, that's horrid. Where's that go? Is it going here? What we got in there? Hang on. What's that? Oh, no, I probably can't show that on camera. Not sure if I'm allowed to show that on camera. That's a bag of marijuana. I mean, you know, what a bonus, eh? I can't believe we found a bag of weed. there. Not really my thing, but pretty cool thing to find. Right, what got going on under the seat? Is that Ray-Bans? I think I did actually find a pair of sunglasses in here. I don't think they're Ray-Bans though. Maybe they were. I don't know. It's going in the bin. I keep finding these things. What are they for? Are they for removing radios or something? There's the cloth for the Ray-Bans. Receipt for the Ray-Bans. Maybe they were genuine. What did I do with them? I think I chucked them in the bin. Oh well. Move this carpet. Why are there so many carpets in here? Another one. Some more. Right, we got this side. It's a door trim, I think. I think that goes in there. There you go. I should hopefully find another one. God knows. I have no idea what that is, but it's going in the bin. Fuse, blown. Put it in the bin. Gardening company. Bin. Bin. It's an SD card here. Should we plug that in and find out what's in it? Maybe I'll save that for the end of the episode. I do know the guy who owned this car, so maybe I shouldn't. What's this spring for? It's a very useful looking spring. I like it. I'll keep it. Get the hoover out, see if we can clear all this up. Gotta say, this interior looks absolutely immaculate. Only real downside is this tiny little tear in the seat. Apart from that, they all look really good. There's a couple stains in the middle of the back seat which are a bit dubious, and where there was some rusty metal things on the floor. I think I'll be able to get those out with enough scrubbing and stuff. And the seats I haven't really given a scrub. I don't really want to touch the stains too much right now, but yeah, apart from that, this seat needs a vax, just so it can come up looking a little bit more grey like that one. But yeah, really, really nice. I'm really not a big fan of the steering wheel. But yeah, very happy with the interior. I need to sort out a better horn, because I'm not a big fan of that. Now the interior is nice and clean. Let's see what works and what doesn't work in here. Turn the ignition on. I feel like I should have more lights than just the battery light with the ignition on, but anyway, horn, I think we just touch here. Gonna have to get a switch wired up or something. Hazards, I think they work alright. This doesn't light up, but it oh, there you go, it does light up. It lights up on there anyway, so I'd see if they work outside the car. Back one seems to be working. I know I'm missing this. Has fallen off. I brushed past it and it fell off. So that doesn't work. Although, if you look down in there, there is a light in there somewhere. I might be able to get my grabby tool in there and reach in and grab that. Try and glue that back on. Front ones, I actually... these were all broken when the bumper fallen off. So I'm pretty sure I wired them in correctly, so they're all working. Yeah. That's good. And our side one over here. Yeah, that works as well. Try some other stuff. Turn those off. We got indicators. I assume they'll do the same. I assume they're working. If the hazards are working, does our fan work? Oh yeah. Oh, hey, I always do this. I always don't test the fans and everything after I've hoovered, and it just blows loads of dust at me. Headlights. I'll do wipers first. I know they work. They got intermittent as well. Yeah, nice. And they go again? No? Hey, here we go. Headlights are here. One of them is full of water, so I'll be amazed if it's working. I can't wait to peel these off. That one's actually working, even though it's full of water. These, I think, are these my main beam? So this needs to come off. I can't have that. Let's do the main beam. Main beam is this. Lights on the dash. Saw something light up. Yes, they are lit up, but I can't stand that. That's got to come off straight away. Surely that's not legal. Surely I wouldn't be able to pass an MOT with those. See if our backlights are working. No. Ah, that one is. This one is not. Oh, no light. Oh, that's lit up there. Oh, no, I can see it now. Oh, I think I'm going mad. Okay. Well, at least we got that. Turn that off. That's about it, really. Well, let's see if the radio works. We haven't tested this. This is horrible, this radio. Find me a station. Go. Nope. Can't find me anything.
Where's Simon? In that moment, somebody should have sat her down and explained why she was in the mess she was in and how not to do it again.
The back speakers are working. Again, there's nothing coming out. Nothing coming out the front ones. Yeah, the front one faded it all to the front. Nothing.
Canterbury's appointment caused more of a whimper than a bang.
The bulb's falling out. So that's every light working now. This light cluster had just come unplugged. It was sort of half plugged in, half wasn't. That's why the indicator was working. These top ones are working, but none of these bottom ones were. But yeah, so we've got main side lights, brake lights, fog lights, reverse light, indicator. All of it's working. Brake lights weren't working, so I did have to just go under here. I've actually got the bar pushing on the brakes. I had to get under here. The switch had just come unplugged. So yeah, everything seems to be working the way it should. Okay, so we're completely ready for our MOT. Pretty sure everything should be okay. There's probably a couple things I haven't checked. Did have to put in a horn button. There was no button in here. So I managed to cut out a flat plate of metal and wire it up. So that should be fine. Everything else should be fine. I've lost a piece of trim over there that I can't find anywhere, which is really annoying. Got a couple more stickers to remove. I've only just noticed this one on the bumper, and there's some more on the windscreen that need to come off. I would remove these side stickers as well, but I think in this back corner the paintwork isn't terribly good, and I'm not sure how much paint I'm going to have left. The only thing that might come up on the MOT is the suspension, because it's quite knocky. I think it's probably just the shocks, I think, or something. I've gone around and checked all the bolts. All the bolts are really tight as anything, so it could just be bad springs or something. Yeah, anyway, let's take it now and see how it gets on. I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone watching, and if you like this sort of stuff, please like and subscribe. And if you want to push that new hype button, whatever that does, push it, find out. I've just taken a pretty big leap in my life to try and do this channel full time. So there's going to be a lot more videos, and with your guys' support, I really, really appreciate it. And fingers crossed we can make this a living for me. That would be amazing. But yeah, let's get back to the video. I'm back from the MOT and I'm pleased to say we've got a pass. Got a couple small advisories. I did see one of the registration lamp lights wasn't working. Anti-roll bar linkage bush, that's quite an easy thing to fix. And then looks like the two front suspension arms have a bit of surface rust on them. Subframe's got a bit of surface rust on it. And a tyre. To be fair, that's a pretty clean MOT. Their registration lamp will sort out. As for the tyres, I think I've got something that might sort that out. And yeah, I mean the surface rust is just surface rust. I might put a bit of underseal on it, but yeah, to be honest, this is ready to run around in. Let's take it for a proper test drive, because I've only just been up the road, because that's where the MOT station is. It's literally 2 minutes up the road. So yeah, let's take it for a proper test drive and see how the thing does. First, let's head off here. Sounds pretty good. Second, give it. Alright, we're going. I really hope you guys can hear me because it's quite noisy in this car. There's quite a bit of rattling coming from the rear suspension, or maybe it's the exhaust touching on something. I should have a look at that. There's also, for some reason, I've got a load of spanners in the boot and they're also making a big racket. But we're going along now, 50 miles an hour. Steering wheel's not quite straight. Steering's also feels a bit loose. But it seems to be driving pretty happily. Temperature gauge is coming up a little bit. Seems to run very well. It desperately needs new suspension. If you can hear me right now, but the suspension is so hard that every pothole is just Jesus. You couldn't drive this every day at the moment. It's just rock solid, absolutely rock solid. But it goes through the gears lovely. The new gear linkage that we put in makes such a difference in this. The seats are very comfortable, I gotta say. Really, they're very supporting seats. Really good. Got ourselves a little bit of windy road coming up here. Let's give it a boot. It doesn't feel like I've got quite full throttle. I mean, it feels good. I'm gonna have to have a look at all the throttle cables and linkage and stuff and see what's going on there. See how it handles, even with this rock hard suspension. I'm really glad we changed those rear wheel bearings because they were rolling. It sounds so much better. I do think with some new suspension this car would actually be a really nice car. I've got to admit, it's everything else other than the suspension is actually really nice. I've got a bit of a corner here. Let's boot it. Yeah, I mean it grips the road lovely, even though these are old tyres. We have got some new tyres coming. I've got to say, I do think these are a good buy at the moment. If you're looking for a classic car, something you can actually drive every day as well. The price of these, I mean obviously this one was dirt cheap, but it has had a lot of work and it's had a lot of money spent on it to get it up and running again. You can pick one of these up for about 2 to 3 grand that is in okay condition, probably about the same condition as this one is now, maybe a little bit worse, but it's got to be an appreciating classic, isn't it? So the test drive went pretty well. The suspension's knocking all over the place, so I have actually bought some new suspension. I've got 2 new front shocks here. I've actually already put the 2 new rears in. Just about see them in there. Got some new ones in there. The back now feels okay. Yeah, let's just whip these front wheels off and chuck in these two new front ones. The front actually feels pretty good. This one is just making a bit of a noise when you're turning, sort of a bit of a clunky spring noise. Yeah, let's chuck that in. It's not the cheapest suspension out there, but it's pretty damn close to the cheapest. It was only about 250 quid for all of them from Heritage Parts, so it's not the best, but it's got to be better than what's in there. Alright guys, that's probably going to be it for this video on the Golf. I'm actually in the car now and I'm at my house. Been driving it around for the last couple of days as like my everyday car since the suspension's been changed, and it's pretty good. It's actually a pretty fun little car to drive around in. The exhaust is very loud. I'm going to see if I can get a different back box because yeah, pretty sure my neighbours don't like it too much, but yeah, no, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving driving around. Really hope you guys follow this series, and yeah, I got some new wheels for it. I'll do some updates for the car as I go along, but I'm pretty happy that we've saved a Golf GTI from basically being scrapped. So yeah, cool little car, and I'll see you in the next one.